Hey guys, hope you're doing well. My name is Amir and this is going to be my third episode of Earn Money with Web Scraping playlist on my YouTube channel, CodeMate TV. For those who are new to my channel, recently I've created a new playlist on my YouTube, and in each episode I selected new real-world projects on some freelancing websites such as Upwork, and each time I select a new project about web scraping and I show you how you can use your web scraping skills to complete the project. So let's get started. For this episode, I've selected this one, Data Entry Architecture Offices. So we have to scrape and extract some information from this website. Let me open the website, and they pay $70, which is great compared to my last projects. So it's cool, but it's a little challenging because you have to post some information and pagination is a bit hard and difficult, but I will show you how you can bypass these difficult and challenging websites. So let's open our VS Code and start coding. Okay, first of all, let me create a new directory, and also let me create a new Python file, scraper.py, for example. Okay, so let's import library. I'm going to only use Scrapy. So if you haven't installed Scrapy, you can simply install it using this command in your terminal. So I've already installed it. Okay, now let's first check out the website. They are saying that there are 637 companies out there, in this website. So let's check out the website. I've already searched it, so I know many things and I just tell you because we have a limited time. So 637 companies, we need to paginate also, and they have attached an Excel file. Let me download this one once again to show you what information we need to scrape. So in each item, each company has some information. They are only want this part. So here is the Excel file. They want the name, they're referring to this part, and also contact persons. For example, for this one we have 3 contact persons. As you can see, we just have to grab their name, which is a bit difficult because there are some extra information after the names, so we need to separate them and split them. Sometimes I've checked that there is no contact person, so it's a bit challenging and difficult. It's not clean and clear that much. We also need to scrape street and number. They're referring to this part, postcode, city, telephone, email, and website as well. And also they want the URL of that company, which is this part. Okay, but first we need to paginate and grab the URLs for all of the companies in all 40 pages, because there are only 40 pages for these 637 companies. There is no more. And then after grabbing the URLs, we go to the URL for each company. We open them and then scrape the data, and that's it. So let's first check out how we can paginate and take data and see how data is released in this website. Okay, you have to turn on your preserve logs, and let me refresh the page. Okay, I've already searched that, and there is a document here. We need to work with this part. There are many requests, as you can see, 57, so many of them are redundant except the document one. And first I thought that we need to send some GET requests to this URL and grab the data. But when I went to the next page, I found that they are using another APIs, PHP index.php request, and it's a post request, and it was weird. And then I went to the third one, so I found that they only use this index.php option or something like this. They don't use this one. And let me just open the page 4. So yeah, here is the thing that we have to work with. So let's check out the payload. So yeah, page 2 refers to the second page, and page 4, for example, here the last one refers to the fourth page. So we need to only change the form data. We want to send post requests. Always distance is 10, so we always send 10 for the distance, but we need a for loop from 1 to 40, and each time we only increase the page parameter in that form data. And also there is a query string parameters, and I found that we already have them in our URL, so we don't need to even send them. And here it is, the response. So we can simply parse this information, grab the URL, and I will write a new function to parse the data that we want. So let's code. Let's create our spider. In previous videos, I've explained a lot about the details and syntax, so I just prefer to code for this episode because it's a bit time consuming, so I want to save the time. So we need our start request, which take self because we're using object oriented in Python. So it needs the URL, the headers. I found that we need headers when we want to send post requests to that URL. So let me just take the URL once again. Let me just here is the URL. Okay, sounds great. What about headers? I don't want to type them manually, so I just want to copy their CURL or curl, not sure. So here it is, the headers for that request. Okay, let me put them here. We don't need cookie and origin. We need referrer and also our user agent. So we don't need these. Okay. Oh, we also don't need cache control. Okay. Then we need to send post requests using a Scrapy. But how? Using a form request from Scrapy HTTP, if I'm not mistaken. Scrapy.http. We need to import a form request. Now we just need to what's happening here? From scrapy.http. Oh, okay. Now we just need to say that we need to yield form request, and it takes some parameters such as URL equals to URL. There we go. And also we need something this form data, headers, and callback. Okay, what is the form data? So let's create a form data first, and form data is equals to dictionary which had page and distance. If you remember, page, for example, we want only the page one because we want to test first, and then we programmatically dynamic our code. Then also, what was the distance? Distance was 10, yeah? Okay, I hope so. And then we have to say that URL, and after that we need to say that we have some headers that we wanna send, and also, yeah, that's it, I think. Then we just need to specify our callback, which is our self.parser, but we need to or maybe parse URLs, but no problems, yeah, because we need to because we want to parse the URLs first. Yeah, it's okay. It's in the post request with this URL, with these headers, and also with these form data. Oh, I forgot to send form data is equals to form data. And now we have to implement parse URL function here, because we are done with this part. I mean, with this start request, but not yet. We are going to just only scrape the first page. So parse underscore URLs is equals to self, and also response that it receives from that form request. Then we need the hrefs. So let's check out the hrefs first. Let's open the element and see the divs. I've already researched about these HTML elements, so all data that we need is located in some divs that has this class col-lg-3. Also they have a mobile view, so we don't need them. We only need the desktop view, which is this div. Let me just copy the class, and then we need to go to the a tag and scrape or extract the href attribute. That's it. So from response, I want to use CSS. You can use XPath as well. Here we have div, which has this class. I mean, all divs that have this class, and also after this we have an a tag. And what we want a text or attribute, or maybe something else. We want attr, and because it pointing to the attribute, and also we want the hrefs, and also we want to get all available href for all div with this class. Just let me check the code, and then I want to say just yield this information, which is URL, and oh, there are many URLs, so we need a for loop once again. No, because we haven't implemented a for loop here, but we will for href in hrefs. So we need to say hrefs there, and in Scrapy you need to yield the information. I hope you have checked out my previous episode, so if you have checked, so there is no problem. So in each href we need to just take the href for in all hrefs. So let's run the code. So everything sounds okay, but it's weird. I think there is a problem here. Okay, let's run the code using Scrapy, run a spider. We are in project, so we have to say that we want to use our scraper.py, and we want to see the output. So Python O and maybe demo.json. Okay, I think we need to change these integers to a string, but let me check. Okay, I think it says that it's not able to send from form request. Yeah, URL encode. So let me just say that string page 1. Okay, let's rerun the code. Okay, we have a demo JSON. That's it, there it is. But there's a problem here because it's not the full they're not the full URL. So we need to do something else, such as each time that you take the href, we can say that the full URL is equal to, just let me copy, so let me open one of these so HTTPS, let me copy this, and you need to combine this one with href, then we need to yield the full URL. Okay, but I think /de, so we don't need this part. .de .de/de. Okay, let me so okay, we only have to remove this one. I haven't slipped, so I cannot think properly. Yeah, /de/bureau, something like that. So okay, sounds okay. Okay, let's rerun the code once again. So let me open demo. Okay, there it is. Let me open, copy and open one of these to check it's okay. Okay, there it is. So now we have to go from the page 1 to page 40, which is simple. Just we need a for loop here. Headers are the same, URL is the same, so we can say that for page, for example, in range 1 to 41, maybe. Yeah, because it starts from 1, then let me, okay, so pages equal to a string page, and also distance is the distance each time, so it increases the page number, then it creates the form data, it sends a new request, and that's it. Okay, let me just run the code again. Now I think we have to have way more data in our demo.json. Okay, look at this, so fast. Scrapy is really powerful. Okay, look at the data that we grab. Interesting. 637, 38 because we started from the 2. Okay, some of URLs are like this and they're correct. I've checked one, no worries. Why I close the page? Okay, so everything is okay. Now let's implement a function to scrape these interesting data. So we don't need the URL right now. I will show you how you can manage this later. Here, when we grab the full URL, we need to send a new request in Scrapy. So it's not a post request, it's a simple request. So we want to yield scrapy.request. It's a get request, and then we just need to specify the full URL, and also let me specify the callback. and callback is equal to self dot maybe parse details, something like that. Parse underscore detail. So use full URL. Let me just check. Okay, sounds good. Each time. Okay, so let's implement our parse details as we did for parse URL. So parse underscore detail, it takes self and also response. Now we can work with those URLs. Okay, so let me open the first page. Okay, let me open this. Okay, so let's check out the data. We only want this part, and here everything is located here. Contact info, there are some p tag and an h3 tag for name, so we can simply say that this div, then h3, then the text for the name, I mean for the title. Okay, so first of all we need a target element. I mean we have a target element which is this one. And we can work with this later, but I've checked that and I found that we have more col-lg-4, so we want to grab the full class name. Okay, so it's our target element, target underscore element is equal to response dot, once again CSS, it's a tag, I mean it's a div tag which has this class. We just have to put some dots between the space, so we have the target element that we want to scrape data from, which is here. So we just need to say target element dot h3 dot text, for example. Let me show you. Name equals to, name is the title because they said we have to specify it as a name, is equal to target element that css. There is a h3, I mean yeah, h3 was h3, then we need to grab its text, and also I have to say get to take it as a string, and I also wanna strip the data because maybe sometimes we have some white space, and so we want to clean the data. Here is for name. So now I don't want to go through all pages because they may block my IP. So I want to say break loop, so it scrapes only for page 1, then comes to here, and also I want to put a break here because I only want to scrape data, for example, only for this one, for the first href. I don't want to go through all of them. So first I want to show you how you can and how we can scrape the data for one of them. Then we just simply remove the breakpoints. Okay, so here is a name. Let me yield the name to show you how it works. For example, name is equal to name. So far so good. Okay, let's run the code. Okay, let's check out. Oh, here it is, the title of this part. Sounds good. Now let's I don't want to write the code, check the code, and I want to write all the data that we need to scrape. Then I show you how it works because we save the time. Okay, just let me copy the code that I've written because I don't want to lose time, as I said, and you already know how to deal with target element, and I just simply use target element for each data and took their text and other things, for example for the street and number, for postcode and city, and also for telephone. But let me show you some details. For contact person text, first I took the text, as you can see. For small space UPG8, then I separated the data by semicolon, as you see. And here, because data is separated, I mean contact persons are separated by semicolon, as you can see here. That's why I used semicolon in the split function. And as I said before, sometimes there is no contact person. And for example, for this one, there is just city and number, postcode and city. I mean number and what was that? It was street and number, postcode, city. So it just here, but there is no contact person. And also for this one, that's why I said that if contact person text is available, I mean in this for loop, you can say that person.strip and put all of them in contact persons. If there is not, it returns nothing as a list. And for address parts, I said that first you can it has to take all this part, the first part, which is the here, I mean it is for street and number. Then the second part is for postcode and city. That's why I used this combination here. I took the first one for city and number and the second one for postcode and city. And also I said that the postcode and city should be splitted by that weird Unicode \XAO, because let me show you, when you work with these elements, I don't know why the data was really dirty. Yeah, you can find something like this, and NBSP semicolon between number and postcode, I mean between postcode and city. And I found that it is translated in VS Code by this Unicode \XAO. That's why I splitted the data using this format. And then I took the first one for postcode and the second one for city. So now let's move on to telephone, which was the most difficult one. As you can see, I used many things here, such as regex. Also, I replaced some \T and \N, some weird white space, also some weird Unicode, and by nothing, because I wanted to clean the data as much as I can. And also I replaced by telephone if it's available. Replace function works if it's available, it do the job, it does the job. If it's not, it returns nothing and returns the main value. And also I splitted it by fax once again and took the first one, because for example for this one everything is okay. But what about this one? There is no telephone or fax, or there is no dot point or anything. It's just a number with some weird white space. That's why I used these things here. And also I took the HTML of, I took the text of that HTML, everything that is located between two tag. I used regex for this one because it was not, I was not able to use something like this as we did here and here. It was a bit difficult. And let me show you the telephone part. So look, that's why I used those weird things. and I just wanted to save a time, and I wanted to first show you in Scrapy shell, but I thought that it takes my video, it takes a lot of time in my video. So by the way, for email and website, it was okay. I just said that target element UPG 16, and here, for example, a small UPG 16, and also it has two parts. First part is for a website, the second part is for the email address. And I simply said that you can take everything which is start with mail to for email address, and everything which is start with HTTP or HTTPS in a tag for a website. Then I simply put them here, and because they're all in UPG 16, as you can see, and that's it for this one. And then for the part that I was mentioning about contact person 1, contact person 2, if there is, if there are 2 or 3 contact persons, it just simply put an index at the end of the contact person's name as the client wanted from us in that Excel, if you remember. That's why I use this combination, and then I simply yield whole data, and here I just edited my data, then I yielded it. So let me show you the result. I just want to remove the breakpoint because I want to scrape all 637 data. Okay, let's run the code. I hope I don't get blocked, because I have tried many times and it's quite common to get blocked by the server, and that's why you need to use some paid proxy. Okay, sounds okay. I think we don't have any problem, and you can see that how much Scrapy is powerful, and it scraped the data less than maybe 30 seconds. So let's check out the log. So we have 40 post requests as we had 40 pages, interesting. And also we have 637 get requests because we had 637 companies to scrape. Okay, so let's check out the demo.json. Yeah, there it is. We have everything in an organized way. 636, maybe we had some null items, so let me convert it into something beautiful that you can read. So here it is. Everything is really beautiful. Just where is the last company? Let me copy its code, because it's Scrapy using threadings and sends multiple requests. So we have data not in order. Oh, yeah, here it is. The contact person's email address, website, telephone, and everything is everything was scraped properly, so we don't have any problem, and it is exactly the thing that the client wanted from us in that Excel file, if you remember. And yeah, you can simply achieve $70 less than maybe 30 minutes. Yeah, I know that it was a bit challenging, but if we solve new projects in each episode, you will definitely learn new things, and at the end you will be able to scrape all available websites, such as Instagram, maybe such as YouTube, and everything is possible, and we just have to learn how to talk to websites using Python. Okay, I hope you enjoy and learn something new from me from this video, and if you did, don't forget to hit the like button, because it really helps me to create more contents, because I need energy from you. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe my channel, and I will share interesting things about automation, about computer vision, about web scraping as well. So, and I hope to see you in the next video.